Welcome, Claire. How are you today?
Pretty much feeling down.
Okay. Well, first, I would like to say I'm glad you're here. I know the first session for you was a little bit challenging. We had to discuss some things that were kind of uncomfortable for you in your situation and try to come up with some solutions. So today, I really just want to focus on, ensuring that one, you're safe, you feel safe, that we come up with a plan to kind of discuss those internal thoughts and feelings that are having you alter the way you see and view things, even diminishing participation in activities, feelings of loneliness, no hope for the future. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by asking, are you currently having any suicidal thoughts or anything going on that I would need to know for the purposes of, any self harm or harm to anyone else right now?
Yes, occasionally I'll have thoughts of
Um,
taking my own life.
okay. And when you say occasionally, is this once a week? Is this every day? Is this
It all depends on a lot of when he's around me and steady picking at me, belittling me, uh, don't want to sit down and talk about the situation. It's on those days like that. It's not that often, but it's too often.
okay? Do you have any plans of harming yourself? Any intent? Any um, formal set thoughts of doing this to yourself? Because I would go ahead and need to report that.
Only when the violence occurs. It's bad enough that he belittles me verbally, but sometimes he puts his hands on me.
Okay, with that understanding, you are no longer with him, correct?
Correct.
And it hasn't happened, from what I know in the first session, in a couple months that you haven't seen him, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So are those thoughts persistent now or those past thoughts?
Those were past thoughts.
Okay, so right now you have no thoughts of wanting to harm yourself.
No.
Okay. Okay. So moving forward, I know I just wanted to dig in that. I know it was very uncomfortable, but I just want to ensure that, I'm not overlooking how you feel. That we're actually pulling that out of you. And if you do need additional help, then I will be willing to make sure I set that up for you. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to really focus on um, listening skills, how to dive into how we really feel um, in those times where you have expressed feeling scared or wanting to even take your own life to a certain extent. What thoughts were really going on at the time um, for you to respond in the way that you've been responding?
Well, in the past, I've always felt that I was alone
Okay.
in this battle.
Okay.
But since sitting here and visiting you and discussing it, I have somebody to talk to and get it out of me and give me feedback, and that helps me a lot.
Okay. Do you feel safe?
At this moment, of course.
Okay. Do you have a vivid picture of yourself in the moment of, for say, the abuse? Can you tell me what that looks like?
Right now, sitting here and thinking about the past, it was a very dark place, a very lonely place.
Okay.
But relating it to you, being myself, and telling you exactly how I feel, you have helped me a lot because you brought me with the conversation out of the darkness into the light. And I see going forward that I'm not alone.
Okay. So At a point in time, you were here in this darkness, and this darkness for you was feelings of loneliness, feelings of abandonment, feelings of being abused, feelings of there's no way out for me. But to help control and condense those feelings, from what I know in the first session, you would say that, but he loves me. This is love, and I want to keep my marriage. And so now I'm picturing you have transitioned to a lighter area, if not a well lit area that says, now I'm free. Now I'm receiving support. Now I'm away from those intrusive thoughts. Is that kind of where you're at now?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
And it's made me realize that you can't make somebody else love you. You have to love yourself. So I'm focusing more on myself rather than him.
Okay.
And it's a big difference.
Okay. Do you kind of feel like this is abnormal for someone like you?
I wouldn't say it's abnormal, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only woman that's going through these types of changes. Whereas I'm here into the light, and those there are a lot of people that still in the dark. So I won't say it's abnormal, but it doesn't seem like it's normal either.
Okay. Well, from what I know, you are not alone in this. There are several women that have a history of domestic violence or even abusive relationships. It may look different, but it's something that happens. I'll just be honest about that. And I think today you're really brave in saying that, you recognize the severity of the issue and you're doing what you can, but you're also considerate that you're not the only person dealing with these feelings. And so, based off observation, last session I could look at you and see that you really were avoiding a lot of topics. You were avoiding diving into those thoughts. You were avoiding not getting to how you really feel. And today you're expressing it. So, to me, that is a change. That's growth. That's an impact. And so what I think for you in this case is you should really feel proud of that. You should really pat yourself on the back and say, today I am better. Today I am improving. Today I'm trying. And so for the focus of, moving forward, especially for the next session, I would definitely like to um, dive more into those feelings. And I would like for you to show me and tell me what that looks like for you, even today, if you were to compare the dark to the light. And so
I won't get into a whole lot of how I feel
mm-hmm.
in the difference between the dark and the light.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you one thing. In the dark, when I felt alone, I wasn't sharing that with anybody because I guess you could say I was embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
It was painful.
Mm-hmm.
I was in denial.
Mm-hmm.
And that was then.
All right.
In the light, talking to you, it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to be yourself and speak the truth about it. And maybe, just maybe, down the road, I can help somebody else. But for right now, I just need to focus on my steps, what I need to do to get back on my feet with me.
That is very valid. I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I will see you for session 3. And if you, need more validation, we will definitely focus on that for the next session as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.